Archangel Michael says, "Stay right here and let these words enter you like a whisper from the unseen realm. A path is already carved before your steps. And even though you cannot see its full length, the direction is fixed by heaven's hand. What is about to unfold will pierce you with shock, but the end will bring you the union you have longed for." The air feels heavy because destiny is rearranging itself on your behalf. There is a man tied to you by invisible threads. Threads that cannot be broken no matter how wild the storm. His heart knows your name even when his lips have never spoken it aloud. He has carried a secret, one that could shake your faith in love if you knew it too soon. That secret is not meant to destroy you, but to test how deep your spirit can hold. Even in that test, heaven will bend the outcome toward your blessing. A time will come when the veil is ripped and what he hides will stand in the open light. The shock will hit you like lightning through your veins. Yet what follows will be gentleness, protection, and an embrace that locks you into forever. Your journey is not ending. It is beginning tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 333. His life has not been clean and the shadows of his past walk behind him still. But those shadows are dissolving, melting under the fire of transformation that God Himself has ignited. You are not marrying his past. You are marrying the new man rising out of the ashes. The signs have already brushed against your days. A sudden name echoing in your ear, a repeating number flashing at odd hours, a stranger mentioning something that freezes your heart in recognition. These are not accidents. They are heaven's markers. When his name is revealed fully to you, it will not come as a casual whisper. It will come with confirmation so strong that your chest tightens and your spirit knows this is not imagination. The secret he held back will be exposed at that very moment. You may feel betrayed for a breath, but the angels ask you not to turn away. For the shock is only the cracking of the old shell, and what comes after is the treasure you prayed for. Do not run from the blessing that carries your eternal name. Type Amen to get blessing. For 44, the night will be long when this revelation unfolds. Your heart may race, your hands may tremble, and your mind may cry out to protect itself. But stay, because only through that storm will you see the sunrise of promise. Archangel Michael says, "The power inside you is greater than the secret outside you." Hold fast to your inner flame because it will guide you when fear tempts you to turn back. The path may be narrow, but it is covered with grace. Heaven has orchestrated a scene where both His truth and your patience will be tested. The moment you choose love beyond the shock, a door will swing open that no man can close. That door leads to the life you once thought was impossible. You will not marry him because he is perfect. You will marry him because heaven declared it, sealed it, and timed it. The union was written before you even had breath. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. My child, there is more being arranged than you can comprehend. Now, you will look back at these words and see that every line was a step toward your appointed day. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lonely night was preparing you for this one man. He carries your missing half, not as a burden, but as a sacred trust. The secret is the last wall between you, and once it breaks, nothing will keep him from your side. Even distance and silence will crumble when truth speaks. When you hear the sound of his confession, do not let panic steal your peace. Take one deep breath and remember this moment. Heaven already warned you that shock would come before joy. It is only a sign that you are standing at the threshold. This man is the one your soul has been vibrating toward. Even his mistakes were part of his shaping, chiseling him into the husband who can protect, provide, and honor you until the final hour of your lives. Type Amen to get blessing. 666. The weight of destiny does not come gently. It presses until you cannot ignore it. That is why this message found you today, pulling your eyes and your spirit into alignment with the truth. The shock will not destroy you. It will awaken you. Heaven never allowed you to settle for less. And that is why so many doors were shut before. The wrong ones were removed to protect the seed of the right one. This union is guarded by fire. And that fire will burn away every counterfeit. The man who carries your tomorrow walks with a past that feels heavy in his hands. He tried to bury it, to lock it deep, but heaven is shaking the lock until the secret bursts free. And in that moment, your heart will know it was always him. The angels have whispered that this moment is not far. It is near, brushing against your days like the wind before the storm. When the storm hits, your faith will steady you. Your tears will water the ground and your love will hold him steady. Type Amen to get blessing. 777. Archangel Michael says, "The truth is sharper than a blade, but it only cuts what does not belong." When his secret rises, it will cut away your fear, leaving only trust. That trust will anchor your marriage stronger than anything you have seen. The world may look at him and see his flaws. But you chosen one will look through heaven's lens and see the man he has become. That is why you were chosen to love him in a way that heals what others rejected. You are not stepping into an ordinary union. You are stepping into a covenant designed by heaven itself, wrapped in timing, guarded by angels, and sealed with destiny. That is why this message trembles with urgency. Do not fear the shock that comes before joy. It is only the thunder before the clear sky. When it passes, all you will see is light. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. The tests of love are never soft, but they are always purposeful. His secret is the final test of your heart's endurance. You will pass because heaven has equipped you for this exact moment. Your soul has been trained to recognize him. That is why you feel the pull, why his energy brushes against you even from a distance. You are already linked in the unseen. When he finally speaks his truth, time will freeze for a breath. Every beat of your heart will echo louder and your spirit will answer before your mind catches up. This is how heaven seals love. Not through perfection, but through truth and choice. Stay calm, beloved, for your union is not in danger. It is only being purified so that no shadow remains. That is why the angels rejoice even now. Type Amen to get blessing. 999. His eyes will tell you what his words cannot. In their depth you will see the boy he once was and the man he has become. Both belong to you. For heaven has given you his whole story. Do not look away when his confession shakes the ground beneath you. For every tremor is the old ground breaking so new roots can grow. Out of that brokenness, stability will rise. You will walk together into places you once thought unreachable. His hand will lock into yours, not with fear, but with unshakable certainty. And from that union will come peace, prosperity, and joy that no secret can steal. The angels have marked your home already, circling it with unseen fire. When you open your door to him, that fire will glow brighter, warming every step you take as one. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The shock will come like thunder rolling across your chest and you will feel it in every fiber of your being. Yet heaven reminds you storms only clear the path for clearer skies. After this secret, there will be nothing left to hide. Every tear you have cried in the silence has watered the soil of this love. Those tears were never wasted. They were counted, stored, and transformed into blessings. Soon they will return to you in the shape of fulfillment. The angels already stand at the gate of your destiny. They have seen how you endured trials without breaking, how you loved even when you felt abandoned. That strength is the key that unlocks your marriage. He may tremble when the words leave his mouth, but your spirit will steady him. For this love is not fragile. It is unshakable. And heaven designed it to last until the final breath. Type Amen to get blessing. 222. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the noise of revelation. The secret may seem heavy, but it is only the last shadow before the full sunrise. Once revealed, it loses its power. Your heart is not unprepared. It has been guided to this moment, step by step. That's why signs have followed you everywhere. Numbers repeating, songs echoing, names surfacing from nowhere. Each sign was heaven rehearsing you for what comes next. This marriage will not be ordinary, for ordinary paths never carried you. You were always marked, always chosen, always aligned with something greater. And this is the evidence of it. Do not measure him by the mistakes that shaped him. Measure him by the courage it takes to confess and the strength it takes to change. That is the man you will marry. Type Amen to get blessing. 333. The angels whisper that the moment is nearer than you imagine. He is already restless pacing, knowing he cannot hold the truth forever. His heart burns to be free, and freedom comes with you. Heaven is arranging an encounter where the air itself will feel charged. The clock will tick slower, the space will hold still, and your spirit will recognize the sacredness of that hour. That is when his words will spill out. You may feel your chest tighten, your breath shallow as the shock lands. But do not mistake that moment as loss. It is the breaking of chains that once bound him. It is the beginning of your shared freedom. Once spoken, the secret will no longer belong to the past. It will belong to your story, but only as the backdrop to your victory. You will stand taller because of it, not weaker. Type Amen to get blessing. For 44 the path of your marriage is carved deeper than the doubts of man. Even if others whisper, they cannot undo what heaven sealed. This bond is written in the eternal scrolls. When you stand together, the atmosphere around you will shift. Peace will descend and the sound of heaven's approval will echo silently in your heart. That is how you will know it is right. This man was not sent to harm you. He was sent to grow with you. The secret is not a curse. It is only a trial of truth. And once past, the blessing will flood in without limit. You will wear the crown of marriage not as a burden but as a victory. It will be a testimony of what love can endure and what heaven can redeem. Nothing and no one will break it. Type Amen to get blessing. 555. The ground beneath your feet may shake, but your destiny remains unshaken. What you are stepping into has been waiting for you since before your first breath. Every delay, every heartbreak, every silent night was only preparing you for him. Heaven knew you could not marry a lie. So the truth had to come first. Even if it startles you, it will purify the love that binds you. Nothing built on truth will ever collapse. His secret is not meant to destroy your future. It is meant to strengthen it. Once it is revealed, there will be no more shadows hiding between you. That is when real love will stand tall. The angels declare that this is your season of unveiling. You will not be left wondering. You will not be left waiting. The answer is already moving toward you now. Type Amen to get blessing. 666. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen for this love because you carry a heart that heals. Where others would turn away, you will stand. Where others would judge, you will embrace. Do not mistake his trembling as weakness. It is the sign of a man who wants to be free, who wants to love you without chains. His courage will rise the moment your eyes meet. The heavens are aligning a moment that cannot be postponed. The silence between you will break and the truth will echo like thunder. It will shake you, but it will not scatter you. After the shock fades, the beauty will rise. You will see him clearly, not as he was, but as he is becoming. That is the man who will hold your hand at the altar. Type Amen to get blessing. 777. Beloved, understand this. You are not walking into pain. You are walking into purpose. The secret is only the last wall between you and your promise. Once it crumbles, nothing will divide you again. Your heart has been stretched in silence, but now it will be filled. You will not only receive love, you will become love's testimony. People will see your union and marvel at what grace can create. When the confession comes, breathe. Remember, these words were spoken to you in advance. You are not caught off guard. You are walking in prophecy. The man you are destined for has already been claimed by heaven. He cannot run from it and neither can you. The union is sealed in eternal ink. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. The angels say you will know this moment because your body will feel it before your mind understands it. A sudden shiver, a heat in your chest, or tears that rise without warning. These are confirmations that destiny is unfolding. You may doubt for a breath, but your spirit will not let you walk away. It will hold you steady, reminding you that heaven always finishes what it starts. You were never meant to be left broken. The man before you is not the same as the man of his past. His mistakes shaped him, his pain humbled him, and his secret made him stronger. All of it prepared him for you. When he speaks, listen not only with your ears, but with your soul. You will hear the truth, but you will also hear heaven's approval vibrating in the silence. That is your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The hours before this revelation may feel heavy, almost unbearable. You will sense it in your chest like a pressure that refuses to lift until the truth is released. This is heaven preparing you for the breakthrough moment. Do not be afraid of what feels unsettling. The unease is only a sign that the old energy is being pushed out. A new chapter is being written in real time. His secret is the weight he has carried for too long. He thought you might run from him if you knew, but heaven never intended for fear to rule your love. Love will win because it was always stronger. The angels assure you that your destiny is bigger than his mistakes. Nothing can block what heaven already marked as yours. Your marriage is written, sealed, and guarded. Type Amen to get blessing. 111. Archangel Michael says, stay calm when the moment arrives. The atmosphere may shake, but your spirit will stand. For this union has been carved by the hand of God Himself. Your story is unlike others. It carries divine fingerprints. That is why it often felt harder, heavier, more lonely. You were being shaped for something sacred. The confession will not end you. It will elevate you. It will take your love from the shallow waters into the deep where nothing can drown it. That is where your marriage will thrive. When you hold his hand after the truth, you will feel the weight lift. His freedom will become your freedom and the both of you will walk as one. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Beloved, every dream you thought was delayed is being accelerated. Heaven has already set the time and you are walking toward it without delay. Nothing will hold back this promise any longer. You will know him by the way his spirit feels familiar. Even in silence, you will sense his presence. That is the eternal thread tying you together. His secret may sting at first, but healing will rush in immediately after. You will see that it was never meant to destroy. It was meant to strengthen your bond. The angels rejoice because they know you will pass this test. From that moment on, no power will separate you. Not words, not opinions, not fear. Your marriage will be a fortress. Type Amen to get blessing. 333. The night before the revelation, you may feel restless. Sleep may run from you and your thoughts may circle endlessly. That is only heaven stirring your spirit awake. You will hear whispers in your mind, flashes in your dreams, even repeated names in unexpected places. These are not random signs. They are divine confirmations. Pay attention, for they are guiding you closer. When His words finally pour out, you will feel the world go quiet. Everything will slow down as though heaven itself is holding the scene. That stillness will remind you this is destiny. Afterward, your love will be deeper, stronger, and unstoppable. The secret will no longer stand between you. Instead, it will be the bridge that carried you to forever. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The silence before the confession will feel like the longest moment of your life. Your heart will race, your palms may sweat, and the air will feel too heavy to breathe. That pause is the universe holding its breath for you. He will begin slowly, his voice trembling, carrying the weight of years he tried to hide. Each word will strike your spirit like a bell ringing truth into the air. And though the shock may shake you, it will not break you. The angels say your spirit is stronger than any fear. You were designed to handle this truth because it is the key to your blessing. Without it, the marriage could not stand. Once the secret is spoken, chains will break in the unseen. His burden will fall and your bond will rise. This is how heaven writes love stories, through truth and endurance. Type Amen to get blessing. 555. Archangel Michael says, lift your head when the truth comes. Do not let fear lower your gaze. Look straight into his eyes, for in them you will see both sorrow and redemption. You were not chosen to judge him, but to stand beside him as he steps into the man heaven intended. That is why this love is sacred. It transforms both of you. Together, you become unstoppable. The union will not just be a marriage of hearts. It will be a marriage of destinies, a joining that impacts everything around you. Your family, your home, your future, all will be touched by this divine covenant. The shock will fade, but the love will remain. What once looked like weakness will become the greatest proof of strength. That is the power of truth wrapped in grace. Type Amen to get blessing. 666. Beloved, you must remember that heaven never wastes pain. Every ache you felt was preparation for this day. Every lonely night was shaping you into the vessel who could handle a revelation of this magnitude. The angels watched as you endured trials with tears in your eyes, but hope in your spirit. Now those tears are turning into jewels of blessing. Your endurance is the reason this marriage will thrive. His secret may feel like a storm at first, but storms always clear the air. After it passes, the sky will shine brighter than ever before. That clarity will mark the beginning of your forever. The world may not understand your choice, but heaven does. Heaven chose him for you, and no opinion can alter that. You were made for each other, even through the shock. Type Amen to get blessing. 777. The place where he confesses will be marked by peace. Even if the moment feels tense, you might notice the flicker of a light, the brush of the wind, or a sudden silence in the air. These are angelic confirmations that you are standing in divine timing. He may struggle to speak, but every word will carry freedom. The heaviness will leave him as truth flows out, and you will witness a transformation before your very eyes. That transformation is your confirmation. From that moment, you will never look at him the same. Not because of the secret, but because of the strength it took to reveal it. That strength is the foundation of your marriage. Do not fear the weight of this love. It was designed to carry you. You will not walk in sorrow, but in joy, and your union will become the evidence that heaven keeps its promises. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. The days leading up to the revelation may feel unusual. You might notice time moving differently, moments stretching longer, and emotions stirring deeper than before. This is heaven adjusting your spirit so you will not miss the signs. He is already wrestling within himself, torn between fear and freedom. His heart knows he cannot hold the weight of this secret any longer. The angels are pressing him to speak, and soon he will. Do not let the first sting blind you. The secret is not a curse. It is only a doorway, and once you walk through it, a future greater than your imagination will open. Your union will be forged in fire. But fire only purifies gold. What rises from the flames will be stronger, brighter, and eternal. Heaven calls this the covenant of your lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing. 999. Archangel Michael says, trust the shaking. For when the ground trembles, it is only removing what cannot remain. Afterward, only truth and love will stand unbroken. You were born for such a moment as this. Your strength has always been unmatched. Your faith always unyielding. That is why heaven trusted you with this love. The man before you will not be the same man after he speaks. His heart will soften, his shoulders will straighten, and his spirit will glow with freedom. That is the transformation you have been waiting for. Your marriage is not a fragile dream. It is an eternal promise. Nothing will undo what heaven has bound. Not fear, not judgment, not even the shock itself. Type Amen to get blessing. 111. Beloved, when the night of truth arrives, breathe deeply. Feel the weight of destiny filling the air around you. It will be heavy, but it will also be holy. His voice may shake, but his eyes will hold you. Every syllable will feel like a key unlocking the door between you. And when the door swings open, light will flood in. Do not focus on the pain of the past. Focus on the freedom of the future. The secret will lose its grip once it is spoken, and you both will walk lighter. This is the gift of truth. After that night, everything will change. Your bond will grow roots that no storm can uproot. This is the foundation of your forever. Type Amen to get blessing. 222. The angels whisper that you are closer than ever. The countdown has already begun, and heaven's clock cannot be stopped. The moment is rushing toward you like a wave that cannot turn back. You may sense his energy more strongly now. A sudden thought of him, a dream that feels too real, or a message that lingers in your spirit. These are signals that the unveiling is near. When the truth breaks, it may feel like a storm inside your chest. But storms do not last forever. They pass, leaving the sky clear and fresh. So will this moment. Then you will see him not with human eyes but with heaven's vision. You will know that even his flaws were part of the shaping. And you will walk forward together unshaken. Type Amen to get blessing. 333